Okay, I think I'm live now. Hi everyone. So I'm broadcasting live at the moment from Brazil. I don't know if this is going to work. Um, I've got a simple laptop here and I will try and give you an update. So I'm just looking at the channels and see if this is actually working. And it's very warm here, so let's just have a look. Hopefully everything will be fine and hopefully I'll be able to see your comments too. So just give me a moment to. There are lots of updates here, lots of things going on, but I'm not sure if I can see my screen here on Facebook. 1 second. Hopefully, I get everything right here. 1 second. Okay. Hi, Mac Lady. So you are seeing, can you hear me okay? Hi, Jackie. Can you just give me a feedback if you can hear me okay? Because I'm using very simple means here. It's very hot here in Brazil. Hi, Tiger Lily 999. Nice to have you on there. So we're going to go into lots of details. There's lots happening at the Nest. I'm just checking to see if Facebook is working. I don't know for sure if that live stream is actually working. I hope so. So just give me a second to get my things done. Hi, everybody. So tell me if you can actually hear me and see if the transmission is actually working because I'm working with incredibly simple means here. Yes, you can hear me fine. Thank you, Klingon Ward. That's great. Okay, very good. Hi, Chickadee64. Everyone can hear. Juliet has not been back. Yes, and we will go on with that. You're absolutely right. We will. I'm just checking my Facebook page, so give me a second. Yes, it says online. I think it's working. It should be working. It should be working, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm on Facebook or not. It's funny. It's not so easy to see this. Let me just check again. Just give me a second to update my page here. Yep. 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 Yeah. Yes, I am. I can see myself now. Okay, I'm there. Hi, Sherry. I'm just going to say hello quickly to Facebook. Hi, Sherry. Watching from Kentucky. That is great. Cindy is there. Hi, Valerie Flint. Nice to have you again. Very nice to have you all. Okay, so I can also see my Facebook friends. You have to excuse me. I'm really warm here. It is in the high 90s. I'm in Brazil and it's summertime and it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. So we're going to, so I can see all your comments now. It's really wonderful. Just give me a moment to get settled and you can hear and see me. Hi, Judy in Texas. That is great. That is amazing. That is all working on a laptop. I'm just jumping backwards and then let's talk first about the Southwest Nest. So at the moment, I'm just going on the Southwest Nest. So I can't always read your comments because I'm jumping from page to page with this very simple laptop. So what we have, first of all, in the Southwest Nest, congratulations to all you there. There are about 1,995 members on. So there was a PIP observed at 7 a.m. in the morning Eastern time. By the way, I'm 3 hours ahead here in Brazil of Eastern time. So I'm already, let's see, I'm already at 20 past 4 in the afternoon. So for the first time, I'm ahead of you on the East Coast, which is quite amazing. So that all looks fine. So there has been a hatch. And I think Lady Hawk has also been posting something. It looks very positive, and I think the second one, if I remember correctly, was expected in 2 days, 21 hours, which puts us right on the 24th. I think that should be correct. That should be correct. So very good progress there. Really fantastic what's going on there. Really fantastic. I see all your comments coming in. Hi Corbett1, hi Mac Lady, and all of you. You hear me loud and clear. That is grand. Hi Adams Will, Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas, Adams Wilm to you, Suzanne. Oh, Chelsmark. Yeah, Facebook. Yes, I can see all of you. Isn't that amazing that it's actually working? So let's jump to the Northeast Florida Nest quickly. What is going on with the Northeast Florida Nest? I'm just going to put it live here for a second. So give me a second. It goes a little bit slow here because I'm using all the means I can on the connection. But we should be updating this shortly. I hope it will work. But anyway, Northeast Nothing good. So we are on day 38. We're on day 38 in Northeast. Now, tell you, the Northeast Florida nest is very reliable. If you go for Gretchen's data, which I'm going to show you now, Gretchen's data, she is the main person behind the Northeast Florida nest. I'm projecting a sheet. All you need to do is Google Northeast Florida eggs hatch, and you will come to a page which I'm projecting now, and you will see that the intervals, the hatch intervals are very regular on for Romeo and Juliet. Now we do know that Juliet's been missing for quite some time. Unfortunately, we have to say that the probability of being able to survive now is very low. Hi Osprey Mama, also seeing Nancy Allen there. Very nice to have all of you. I hope you can hear me. Yes, Northeast camera had some technical issues. I realized that this morning when I got up, and as I said, I'm 3 hours ahead of East Coast, I was already watching. It looked, at first I thought it was a hatch. It wasn't. Hi Osprey Mama, thank you for that. Thanks for putting some money, and that's very helpful because it'll supply me, first of all, with lots of water, which is needed here, and give me also some additional bandwidth, which is absolutely fantastic. I appreciate it. It's amazing that this is actually possible with a simple laptop with just using the mic. So I'm so delighted that I can yes, Adam. Yeah, Adam says the Northeast Florida down now. So the cams are down completely. That's a pity. They were this morning when I got up very early. They were definitely on. Oh, hi, Susan Sullivan, Ristine from Georgetown, Texas. Very nice to have you. Edna is there. You know, those are my Brazilian friends. They are just in the other. That's wonderful. They're just, it's so amazing to be in Brazil in the middle of summer and do this broadcast, and you could see I'm sweating. And actually, I'm delighted that this is actually working with very simple means. It just shows you with very simple means you can get very far in life. It's absolutely wonderful. So yeah, so the Northeast camera is hanging for some reason. I don't know why. But just to come to the sheet now to talk about the Northeast camera, Northeast Florida nest. So what you will see there typically is that the first hatch is 37 days, the second one is 36 days. And if you count, if you look on the sheet and you count it, you are now on day 38. Now, day 38 is not unheard of. It's unheard of in Northeast Florida, but it's not unheard of under these circumstances. However, it is getting increasingly improbable, unfortunately, for a hatch. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's increasingly improbable from looking at the very reliable stats. Now, this nest, as you know, has been through incredible turbulence. Unfortunately, Juliet has been lost, and we now have to assume the worst because this is now way beyond anything we've seen in the last 11 years. Sorry to say that. Hi, Rinos from Norway. Where are you, Norway? In Oslo, in Trondheim, wherever you are in Norway. Very nice to have you. Norway is a beautiful country, very progressive, by the way, with having an electric car policy in by 2025 completely, I think. So they're very, very exemplary country. Very nice. And Susanne Schelsmark says, Glädje jul till dig, till alle. Tack så mycket. That's very nice of you. Thank you so much. From South Africa, Carol White from Johannesburg. Hey man, I love South Africa. All South Africa here. That's wonderful. That's where I grew up. I grew up in Pretoria, partly. That's great. Jacqueline, thank you so much for this great donation. That is going to be very welcome. That's very welcome. It's quite incredible to actually be able to broadcast from here. I hope there are not too many interruptions. I'm just jumping backwards and forwards. I'm going to put back the live view now, not on the Northeast. I'm going to jump to the Southwest because someone has just informed me that the cameras are down let's just jump in on another camera on the Northeast. So I'm just going to jump in. Yes, Southwest, you can see the typical Florida road here where I've been at the lake. I was broadcasting from there February this year. It's quite incredible. You can see it's got a very noisy road next to it, but it's got this lovely lake and these dead trees, which are perfect for photography for people like Desiree and others who are quite remarkable. They're doing beautiful photography work. So that is the beautiful Pritchett estate that you can see there. They also, by the way, have this incredible camera. I will just see if I can bring it up. If I've got enough bandwidth to actually launch this, I don't know. But I'm going to try, yes. So you can scroll around here. You can scroll around. I won't do that too much because I don't have a lot of bandwidth, but you can see, you can actually have a perfect 360 rotation, which is close to the nest. So you have a direct view here into the nest. Can anyone tell me whether this is M15 or is it Harriet in the nest at the moment? I would probably assume it's Harriet, but I may be completely wrong. So I'm very happy to be corrected. Let me just jump right back here. See if I can jump back to the other camera that gives us a bit of a better view. So there we go. I'm going to leave this page on for you to look at, and I'm going to jump back to your comments now so I can see that. If Juliet is gone, says Granny 1962, I'll just agree. I would rather the eggs didn't hatch. I don't think they will survive. I think Granny's 1962, you are very correct there. The probability is extremely low now, okay? Mac Lady says, I do not think egg 1 will hatch, but there's hope for egg 2. Yes, so egg 2 is 36 days typically after that. That's according to Gretchen's fantastic statistics, by the way. That's 36 days, and that puts us right on the 24th. Very similar to the Pritchett. So last year we had the very unusual, we had the very unusual hatch when it was Sky and Spirit coming very early on on the Northeast Florida nest. This year it's looking really improbable and not very happy, unfortunately. So hi Teresa Weed on Facebook. Very nice to see you from Kentucky. Christian, this is Harriet. Thank you so much, Marie, for giving me all this input. Just help me get through this. It's very good because I am jumping from one screen to the other on one simple laptop. You cannot believe it. So I have very simple means. I'm trying my best to keep you updated and give you whatever information is possible. So Linda says to me, this nest is so sad. I've been watching for a couple of years now. They laid their first egg 3 days before Southwest Florida and have a pip today. Yes, absolutely. That's completely correct. And we'll then jump back to Tiger Lily. Says, which egg is pipping now, egg 1 or 2? So you're talking about Pritchett. Well, it will obviously be egg number 1. If they termed egg number 1 chronologically, which I assume they would, egg number 1 is right on time. It typically takes 24 hours for that. Sometimes it's less, but we've seen, for example, in Northeast Florida, looking at Gretchen's statistics, the first egg has taken all the way up to 40 hours sometimes. So once you have the pip, it can take quite some time still. Right. Beautiful Harriet, isn't it, Stacy? Yes, it is. Stacy Barash. Excuse me if I mispronounce your names. I'm doing my best here. Moderating all by myself and drinking lots of water in Brazil. In the middle of summer, it's in the high 90s here, which I am thrilled about, getting out this horrible weather in Vancouver. So it's quite something. Yes, it is egg number 1, says Sue McCarthy. So it is. Very nice. So that's your answer. The answer's on Facebook. I'm jumping back to YouTube, Tiger Lily 999, to give you the answer right from Facebook. So you're helping me all. David Gates says, hi Christian, we're very sad about Juliet. Well, I'm very sad. I mean, I did see Juliet in February. I'm so glad I did. I'm so grateful I did. A beautiful memory from last year of her and Romeo with their 2 chicks came up on my Facebook page today. David Gates, that's very nice. Unfortunately, I'm not able to jump pages now to your Facebook. I would love to show it, but I have only one screen, and I'm jumping backwards and forwards, and everything's actually working, so I'm absolutely delighted. So at the moment, we are looking directly from one of the 3 cameras directly into the nest. So this is Harriet at the moment. Okay, so that's a female Harriet who's been a long time around. M15 came, I think, in 2015, right? A very reliable couple there too. Sarasota, Jolie, oh my goodness, Jolie Mauritz. That is from Sarasota. Very nice to have you here, really wonderful. Angel Maya, do you have any new news on Juliet? No, we do not. If we had it, I can tell you I would be one of the first to know. We do not. And it's very unlikely to find her. I did tell that story on my recent stream when I was broadcasting a few days ago. Thank you for all those for all your nice comments. But Juliet is very difficult to find. It's extremely difficult to find. Just want to be sure I'm on the correct page here. Yes, I am. I am. It looks like I am on the correct page. I just have to make sure my comments and everything are updated here. It looks a little bit difficult. Is the stream still coming through on YouTube, my friends? I hope so. I hope it is. It is. Tell me if the stream health looks a little bit uneasy there. But tell me if you have interruptions. I would like to know, because we've been 15 minutes into it and I cannot control the internet here. Jackie says, a red-tailed hawk nest in California a few years ago, the female abandoned her eggs after a scare and the male continued to incubate the non-viable eggs for a month or more. You know, we've had similar, Jackie, we've had very similar, we have had very similar in White Rock. We've seen very similar, they do that instinctively, they stay a long time until the egg completely decays. Working on YouTube, thank you Osprey Mama for telling me it looks all okay. I'm so glad. Stacy Barrage says, say hi to Rosanna, I will. I would love to see you all again. Yes, and you will, you will. She's in the other room, so maybe she'll come in and quickly say hello. I'll ask her to do that later. Let's see. So I think all the streams are actually working. I'm just updating my, yes, it is all working. I'm delighted that it's all working. So that's wonderful, wonderful. You can't tell me how excited I am to broadcast you from right across the equator here in the south in Brazil, in the middle of summer. And it's even warmer here than in Florida. It's kind of odd, says Linda. Where is your comment? Ah, it just disappeared. Sorry, Linda. Sorry, Harriet called Ozzy when he was gone. It was so pitiful, yes. Oh, Ozzy, yes, I remember the story with Ozzy, of course. That was a terrible story. We went through that story last year. It was the story of Ozzy before he was replaced by M15. And now, unfortunately, Northeast Florida is seeing a very similar story here, right? It's a very difficult story. It really is. It's sad this is happening. It is sad. Your internet connection is good. Isn't that wonderful? I'm sitting right next to the router. This is incredible. But anyway, good news about the Southwest Florida nest. So everything's on track there. There's still some hope for Northeast Florida. But I did see on the page, by the way, that one of the young females did sit on the eggs this morning, but didn't quite know what to do with them. And she seems to be following. She seems to be following Romeo a lot. That's my understanding. I was watching very early this morning, and she was very vocal sitting on the branch. Did you see that, by the way? In the night, she was extremely vocal sitting on the branch, and gosh, I'm getting mixed up with all the names. Not Harriet and 15. Romeo was diligently sitting on the eggs the whole night. It was quite incredible. Hi Lisa from Canada. Where are you in Canada? I've just left Vancouver and went all the way to Brazil to get some warmth here for Christmas. Mrs. T says, I can't wait to see Christmas chiclets with Harriet and M15, and I think it's highly probable you will get an incredible Christmas here. So it'll be quite incredible. You will. You will. Yes, Mary, it made me cry, says Linda. Yes, it did. It did. Hi, Michelle in Florida. Very nice to see you. Merlot, that is wonderful, Hatzal. Yes, my goodness. So you have a big day today at the Southwest Nest. Isn't it incredible? I wonder, have you already been to the Southwest Nest now to see this? I can imagine there must be a lot of people there. Pilotman975 says, hello, everyone. Yes, power outage. Oh, that's what it is. The Northeast Florida Nest has a power outage. I know from Osprey Mama that there have been incredible winds in northern Florida. It was very stormy. So these winds seem to be prevailing at the moment. Maybe even tornado-like conditions that are leading to outages. Outages and so on have been, oh, Hal, isn't that amazing? You're also here, very nice. Hal, it's very nice to see you, hi. So I'm broadcasting live from Brazil here, my friends. Been for a day in Brazil. I'll tell you, we had quite a flight, so we flew from, Rosanna and I flew from Vancouver, by the way, to Los Angeles. And then we got on a flight, American Airlines, and we had actually, because I'm very tall, as you know, booked seats with extra space, and they didn't give it to us. They were so rude. 12 hours in the most cramped space. So, well, we made enormous drama, and they finally put me squashed in between someone in the emergency exit seat, so at least I could stretch my legs. But I can tell you I was not very happy with American Airlines because we had bought these tickets. And if you're very tall and you sit for 12 hours cramped in a plane, it's ugly. So I was very happy. I just slept and slept when I came here to recover. Now I'm much better. Hi, Kathy Harter. Christian, how is the weather in Brazil? Can you see how it is? Just watch me. It's close to 100 in this room, if not more. So I have 2 glasses of water. I don't eat much. I just drink here. I just drink water. That's what you do. But I love it. I love it. People are so friendly here. And it's very simple. It's really wonderful. Teresa Weed says, my heart just breaks for Northeast Florida. Devastating Southwest. Devastating, yes, it is. Southwest Florida was my first Eagle Nest love affair, and I do love Romeo and Juliet as well. My continued prayers for a good outcome at Northeast Florida. Christian, thank you so much for what you do advocate for Eagles worldwide. It's my pleasure. I really like doing it. It gives me a lot of energy and pleasure to share this with you. Always a learning experience watching your videos and following your page. And I can tell you it's very humbling to be in Brazil, by the way. People here live very simple. I don't know if you can see the scene behind me. Yeah, you can see it's very simple. There's just walls and there's a bed and there are fans. That's it, right? It's that. And sometimes we go out on the street and you just sit on the pavement. That's what you do in Brazil. You just sit on the pavement and you watch people walking by. And actually, I really like that. It's something that is so different to what we're used to in Canada or in the United States. Where everybody's going crazy with Christmas shopping, where the main worries are whether you have enough gifts for Christmas. Things are very simple here, and people are so incredibly humble. They are very religious. They're very Catholic here, and I completely respect that. I'm not religious myself, but I completely respect the way people are. I just wanted to say that. And they have a very warm heart. It's incredible. They are so warm. In whatever they do, they're so generous, and it's very nice being here. It's very special. It's really special. Life is not just about wealth, it's about the wealth of human experience, and that's what I'm having here. I don't speak Portuguese, which is bad, because I should speak it by now. I don't. But in general, if you don't speak Portuguese in Brazil, you're going to have a difficult time. So fortunately, my wife Rosanna translates everything. I do speak some minimum vocabulary words, but I won't embarrass anybody here with my very poor Portuguese. But if you are going to Brazil, be sure that you know some Portuguese. I think Spanish would be easier for me, but Portuguese is, I think, more difficult than Spanish, especially in the pronunciation. It's not a it's not a language that is what do you call it? Well, like German, where you write it the way you say it exactly the way you write it. English is also not that way. In Portuguese, not that way. You have to understand how you pronounce things, and it's very different to Spanish. Okay, so some Portuguese people in general can understand Spanish, but I think it's more difficult for Spanish people to understand Portuguese. Oh, that's my little wisdom here. Okay, let me read some of your comments, my friends. Rachel B., I have had a hard time watching Romeo and Juliet. Nest makes, I'm sure. Could you speak a bit about the new female? When she showed up? Yes, of course I can. And how often she been there? I can. Osprey Mama says, Christian, thank you for always trying to give us news and events. Yes, and I'm trying my best. I don't have all the updates maybe that you would like to have. I'm working with limited resources here, but I'm trying my best. I'm just jumping back now to Facebook. And Nadine Fulton says, University Place, Washington, love Southwest Florida nest and Harriet and M15. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So you wanted an update. So a few days ago, and I don't recall how many days it is, but it must be 4 or 5 days ago, Juliet got lost. And you may recall prior to that, I gave a broadcast. Juliet was injured. You may have seen all these horrific pictures. It wasn't though a serious injury, but it may have been enough to make her not be able to have enough energy to fend off the nest again. Nobody exactly knows what happened, but she disappeared a few days ago. Then Gretchen and a few others, Tatine and a few others who know the Northeast Florida nest very well, went out, looked everywhere. It's very dense. It's very dense in Northeast Florida. If you've been there, there are trees really virtually everywhere. So if an eagle gets hung up high in a tree, you're very unlikely to find it, unfortunately. 5 days ago with Juliet. Thank you, Osprey Mama. So it's 5 days ago now. Okay, so it's quite a long time, right? So it becomes increasingly difficult. Thank you, Kathy. That is very generous of you. I really appreciate that. I've got to buy lots of ice cream from that. That's great. That's what you need here. You can see I'm fairly warm, which is wonderful. So, I mean, you've seen these type of situations everywhere. The second thing that I wanted to say for those of you who are just listening in is the Northeast Florida nest is very reliable. It's been 37 days and 36 days to the pip after the exit late all the time. Whether they were earlier or later, it was always very reliable. Now we're on day 38, so it's becoming increasingly unlikely. It's not. I mean, there have been records where eggs were laid at day 41 and even 42. I've seen them. That's extremely rare. However, given the circumstances, day 38 is not good news. That's the way it looks. So it's not all over. 38 and 39 is possible. Then after 40, it gets very steep down. It's been all the way to 42. I think I've seen statistics on that. Didn't Romeo bring a fish to the nest for A2? Yeah, Jackie, that's very possible. Oh, A2, is that what you call it? A2 is the name. I see here. Is it possible that Romeo knows where Juliet is, but A2? I see, it's A2. Thank you, Pilotman975. That is very nice of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're all very generous. I miss Ozzy, says Victoria Meyer on Facebook, and Barbara Joe says, Harriet is a great mum. Yes, he is a great mum. You're absolutely right. And why shouldn't they? I mean, Harriet is a very responsible bird. No, sorry, Harriet is she. I'm sorry, mixing this up. I think I'm very hot now. Sorry, Harriet, we're talking about Southwest now. Romeo is also a good mum. That's what I was going to say. Romeo is a very good mum. So a very good dad mum on the Northeast Florida nest. But Harriet, of course, and Harriet and M15, Harriet, as I understand, is mainly on the Southwest Florida nest. And this morning there was a hatch at 7-something a.m., right? There we go. Sorry if I'm getting a little bit mixed up. It's just really warm here. So I know what I'm still talking about. Just be patient. I thought it said in chat that she ate it. You have that? I don't know. Okay, so you're talking about the fish here. I get it. You're talking, hi, Beach Girl 75. Juliet hasn't been since Monday. Okay, so it's Monday. Today is Saturday, so that is a long time. I mean, that is more than 5 days now. 5 days and more. So you're talking about the Northeast Florida nest here on YouTube. I get it. So the messages that I see from Pilotman, thank you very much again for the donations from everyone here. I appreciate that. I'm going to do also later some live broadcasts from the street and show you a little bit around what it is in Brazil if I have the bandwidth, okay? So that's very nice. After the trio nest, says Sheila, anything is possible. Well, that's true. And talk about the Channel Islands, right? I mean, there you have Superman and the two ladies. Anything is possible there too. But I mean, you have also seen the Cora nest. Last year we had the Berry nest that was quite sad. So a lot of these incidents happens, and statistically they spread in such a way that usually by the time they're 3, only 20 or to 25% actually make it, right? Heather Lewis says, yes, Romeo brought a fish. Ah, very good. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. So yes, Romeo brought a fish, ate a bit, and then A2, that's the name, A2 came, so that's adult 2, or that's probably what you're talking about, and ate the rest. Okay, thank you for putting in those comments and helping me so much. That is great. Wonderful. So the stream's actually working. Let me jump on. Let me just see. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Yeah, let's see if we can get another view here of. This is quite. What's the temperature at the moment in Florida? Tell me, Osprey Mama, and tell me anybody else who's in Florida. What is the local temperature in the Northeast Florida nest at the moment? And also, what's the local temperature at the Southwest? I would just like to know. I'm just jumping here to camera 2, so you can see, see the view of the road here. So if you can give me your local temperatures, I'd just be very delighted to pass them on. So I would like to know what the temperature around is in Northeast Florida and also what the Southwest Florida temperatures are. I know that Northeast Florida's had some outages, which were quite incredible. And then Southwest doesn't seem to have that. Wobbies, nice to have you. Yes, we did have a Susan. Yes, we had a pit at Southwest, and that was at 7-something a.m. this morning. Absolutely. Wobbies, Romeo returns at approximately 9:55 a.m. with what appears to be a needle-nosed, oh wow, a needle-nosed garfish. I have to look that one up. Wobbies, I don't know that one. He does not eat the entire fish, leaving it in the nest. Well, that's the fridge, right? That's, you leave some in the fridge. Osprey Mama 65 in my area, Christian. That's cool, isn't it? That's cold for you. I usually, if I think about you and when I visited you in Northeast, I always see fans and everything. That's the way I remember it. Now I have the fans here, although none in this room, because if I put the fans on, you won't be able to hear me. So I'm here without a fan. I'm here with my fans. That's you. Ha ha. With all my fans. 61 in Sarasota. That is cool. Jolie, that is very cool. 61 is cool. Yeah, I've got 99 or 100 here. So that is cool. I'm in New York, so can't help. Well, Amy, what's the temperature in New York? Is it snowing yet in New York? It usually does around Christmas time, doesn't it? Marie says, Christian is currently 60 in Southwest. Okay, so that's fairly cool, isn't it? It's fairly cool there. That is fairly cold temperatures. As you can see, this is wet. Okay, this is wet. My hair is completely wet. I don't put the fan on. I don't put the fan on because if I put the fan on, you won't hear me. Oh, this is quite something. Well, I'm trying to cheer you up a bit. I know it's been cold for you, isn't it, Osprey Mama? It is, it is. Tiger Lily 999 says, how do the single eagles know that one of the couples is missing? So they show up. Last year, the Cora, yes, showed up. How do they know? You know what? Eagles are survivors. They know each other's voices very well, of course. I mean, that's clear. I mean, Harriet and M50 know it's very well, each other very well, just as Romeo and Juliet. I've seen it so many times at the White Rock Nest. They have aisles for miles. They can distinguish any eagle at any distance. They see the movement. They hear the, they hear the vocals, everything they can distinguish. However, given the circumstances, of course, at the Northeast Florida nest, Romeo is quickly adapting. Unfortunately, I think the female, the one female, which is called A2 here, and A1, yeah, A2 and A1 are not really capable of taking it over. Honestly, maybe it's better they don't hatch. I mean, you may not like me to say that because the consequences or the ramifications may be very unpleasant when that happens. Here, come and say hello. Come and say hello quickly. That's my lovely wife Rosanna. Come and say hello. Say, look in there. There's Rosanna. There's Rosanna.
Hey guys.
So we're very warm here, aren't we?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, it's warm.
It's hot.
It's hot. And I haven't switched the fan on, but Rosanna says that we have some Canadians there. They have 61 in Sarasota, in Florida, in Northeast Florida.
And we're going to have babies.
No, they have, yeah, of course. Well, in Southwest, I was just announcing that they had a pit. And so give it another 24 hours, and then we have the 24th, of course. You're going to see another.
Christmas baby.
Yeah, it's going to be Christmas baby. So that's a big comfort. And I was just talking about Northeast. It's very sad, but maybe it's the best that can happen because.
But they didn't find it.
No, Juliet, they didn't see. They have not. They have not found Juliet. Unfortunately, no.
So sad. Huh?
It is. It is. It is. So I'm just, as you can see, I'm jumping backwards from screen to screen here. Okay. Hello, Rosanna says, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. That's nice. Nicole's also online now. Say hi to Nicole quickly and everybody else. So.
Hi, Nicole.
And
Merry Christmas for you, okay?
Oh, there's a cat. Wait a sec. What happened there? Oh, 1 second. It disappeared. 1 second. Maybe that wasn't me. Let me just go back to the. Let me just go back here. Ah, yeah. I must have touched something. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. Let's see who else you can read. Jackie is there. Tiger Lily, Klingon Warbird, Osprey Mama. Of course, you know. Yeah. I'm just going to read up all the names here. Jackie, Pilot Mum. Sorry, it's not Pilot Mum 975, not Pilot Man. I said Pilot Mum. Beach Girl Wobbies. And on Facebook we have Sandy, Sheila, Linda. And I can't see all the other comments at the moment because Facebook has a different way of doing it. I think YouTube has a better way of looking at, looking all the comments. So I can only see the last comment. Sorry about that. But I'm trying my best, honestly, with the limited resources I have here. Okay. Sasha, yeah, Nicole says, thank you for all those that have donated. Please send an email to receive a special fact. Yes, thank you, Nicole, for doing that. And thanks for all your generous donations. And thank you, Nicole, for putting in so much effort to help. That is very much appreciated. Miss T said, I'd love to see you with a happy eagle while in Brazil. Absolutely, and I think that is going to happen. It's very likely that's going to happen because we know that the nest is incredibly reliable in Southwest. We know that, right? So, but they've all had their dramas. They all had their dramas, and now we have a drama for the first time in Northeast Florida, right? Sheila Walker says, if the Coramon can raise 3, oh yes, that's a great one. Absolutely, and the Coramon had such a difficulty. My goodness, the Decora nest, you remember talking to John Howe when I did the interview with John Howe? Oh my goodness, the Decora nest went through crazy things last year, really. Romeo can too, absolutely. Mac Haynes says, it's working great. Thank you for checking in with all of us. Yes, and Nicole, you're absolutely right. Please, on Facebook, give a like, and on YouTube, give thumbs up. It's so appreciated. Hi, Julie Lattimore. Very nice to have you. If I haven't mentioned your name, I'm trying my best to read 2 channels at once, which I'm actually managing, and drinking water, keeping myself hydrated without losing my voice. Yeah. It's warm. It's warm, but it's wonderful. It is. Sandy says, the core chicks were older when Dad left. Yeah, that is absolutely true. They were older. Yes. 53, sunny in Jacksonville, Florida. Yes, I've been in Jacksonville, Florida. But that's cool for you, isn't it, Julie? That is cool. I wonder what New York, give me your temperatures wherever you are, in Celsius, or if you are in Europe, give it to me in degrees Celsius, or Canada. If you're in the States, give it in Fahrenheit. Tiger Lily 999, thank you so much for that donation. You are so kind. That is going to help incredibly much. All your kind donations for keeping everything going here. Everything. So it's really wonderful. Please visit the Harpy Eagle while there. I cannot visit a Harpy Eagle here. I've just put out some feeders for hummingbirds here. They have hummingbirds, and later we are going to Rosanna's grandfather, and it's very simple there, and they have very special birds. You may have heard there's a very special bird that eats coffee beans, and when they poop out the coffee bean, it becomes very expensive. You may have heard that, right? And I'm hoping to film that if I can. So I'm going to do something really special here too. Amy says it's 33 in Buffalo, New York. Oh my goodness, Amy, I don't envy you. So you're just around freezing there. And 40 degrees in upstate New York. So it's getting cold. It's getting cold. Oops, there's something jumping again, the stream. Hopefully it's still working. I just have to hope just hoping my stream is still working, but it seems to be okay. I see a green line here. Stream health is okay. Seems to be okay. Everything's actually working. It's amazing. Oh, -1 degree Celsius. So you are around 30 Fahrenheit right now in Toronto. I don't envy you. I've got nearly 100 here in Brazil. Can you believe it? So I think, is there anybody who is warmer than me anywhere in the world at the moment? Or am I for once the warmest, which is very rare? Is there anybody who can say, yes, Christian, we're above 38 degrees Celsius, or we're around 100, at least in this room, without putting your heater on, right? 13C in Halifax, oh my goodness. That is with rain. Oh, that's not very nice, isn't it? Kathy said 36 in Pronocus. Where is Pronocus? I'm silly. I don't know where Pronocus is. Kathy, can you please help me? Where is Pronocus? I don't know. 35 in Virginia. Of course, Virginia I know. Alice, that is also very cool. And Janet says it is in New Jersey 43. Feels like 23 though for Amy. 68 in Georgetown, Texas, says Susan. 58 in Orlando, 28 in Wisconsin. That's cold. That's cold. Yeah, you got quite cool temperatures. Is there anybody south of the equator here who can rival my temperatures at the moment? 58 in Orlando. My goodness, so you see all these temperatures. So you all are fairly cool. So I think Florida is the warmest there right now. You're a hot guy, Christian. Oh, you could say that. My goodness, it's warm. 63 in yes, Robert, in Sarasota. I've been in love. You know, Sarasota is wonderful. I've seen the crocodiles near Sarasota. It's quite not crocodiles, alligators. Sorry, I shouldn't say crocodiles. Ridiculous. They have crocodiles in South Africa, but alligators in Sarasota, right? I should say there are crocodiles in Australia, but I remember the alligators in Sarasota, right? I've seen that. It's so beautiful there. The wildlife that you have in Florida is so exquisite. The birds that you have, oh my goodness, it's something you can dream of. Osprey Mama says, laughing. Christian says, no cheating temperatures without heater. Yes, that's absolutely right. I mean, if you put your heater on, you tell me that you're warmer than 100, that doesn't count, okay? I think you get the heat trophy. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it. For once, only for once. I usually never win with this. I wouldn't get the cold one either, because you in Wisconsin and on the East Coast would beat Vancouver easily, right? I would only get the rain trophy. That's not that it's worth anything. Gators, exactly, Gus. Correct. It's absolutely gators. It's in Florida. I've seen all these incredible YouTube videos of gators going to housing complexes and everything. Isn't that incredible? Yes, South Africa, they have the tokoloshi. Yes, the tokoloshi in South Africa. I know that so well, the tokoloshi in South Africa. And South Africa, you might have warmer temperatures than me at the moment. You might pour water on your head. Should I do that? Should I try? Wait, I'll drink a bit and then I'll pour it on my head. Wait. Okay, I did it. That feels a lot better. That feels a lot better. I actually poured water on my head. That was great advice, Sheila. Thank you very much. Now I've got a wet head and a very wet T-shirt too. Okay, well, anyway, so back to the nest now. We talk about temperatures all the time. Sasha, my husband works in Hazleton. I just moved there. Did you? Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. Okay, so I know where that is, right? So that's Hazleton. Okay, got it. Alice says, going back to Southwest Florida, beginning of New Year, trying to visit the babies. Heard that I'm too cold here in Virginia. Oh, it must be cold. Have you got some snow in Virginia already? Oh, Heather says -14 sunny. You're in St. John. Okay, Heather, I think you won the Cole Trophy today. Heather Lewis in St. John, British Columbia wins the Cole Trophy, minus 14. I have to quickly, hang on, I need to convert that into Fahrenheit. What is minus 14 C in Fahrenheit?
What would you like to convert into degrees Fahrenheit?
Are you stupid? I said, come down. Minus 14 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit, not 40. No. Minus 14 degrees Celsius.
I didn't get that.
Oh my, she's so impatient with me. You know, let's take that. Minus 14 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit. Oh no, she doesn't understand me, she's so stupid. Minus 14 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit.
The answer is 6.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
6.8 degrees Fahrenheit, my goodness. I mean, this is our age, right? She doesn't listen to me. Like women, usually men don't listen, right? In this case, it's women who don't listen. Hi, Christian, says Susie. Happy holidays to you and yours. Hope you have a great time in Brazil. I will trade places with you. Oh, just 32 in Columbus. That is cold. Yes, Lionel just did it for me. Minus 14 is 6.8 Fahrenheit. Thank you very much, Lionel. By the and Heather Lewis said it too. Thank you for the conversion. By the time, you know, I know how to convert it. So there's a very easy formula. Is minus 32 plus 5 over 9 converts it, but I don't have time to do that, so I'm just lazy. But obviously, whatever her name is, I don't even remember from the iPhone. She doesn't even understand me anymore. So St. John's get the record today. It's your accent. I don't think so. I have a very German accent. She understands. I can speak German. You know, I can put it on German. Let's see if you're right. Okay, I'm going to. How do I convert her to German? Wait a second. I don't remember. I can do that. She understands German. Yes. It's my accent. They never taught us metrics in the United States. You said it. You know, they tried to convert the states into metrics. They never succeeded. They talk about gallons. 3/4, 3/8 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch. It's very funny. Hi, Jackie, nice to have you. Very nice. Tried rolling the eggs. Yes, okay, so they're rolling the eggs at the moment in on the southwest. And I think that's Harriet there, right? That's Harriet we're having there. That is. Love our Eagles, says John Waterloo. Well, we do all, don't we all? It's wonderful. It is. And it's very warm. Oh, now comes some stick there that has to be placed. Ah, now there's some stick movement here. That's really important. Looks like they have a slight breeze there in southwest, but other than that, it looks very mild, doesn't it? Is there anybody who's live at the moment right in front of the Southwest Florida nest? I would love to hear from you. Is there anybody who's right there at the nest? We are very stubborn in the States. Oh, don't I know that? You're very stubborn. I know. I know you are. I know. Hang on, I'm just trying to see. Maureen says, putting my soup spoon down to say hello. Oh, that's great. So what time are you? I'm at 5 p.m. I'm the latest so far of all of you, except if you're in Europe, of course, and in Australia, you would be overtaking me by far. But I'm at 5 p.m. here local time, so it's 2 p.m. Eastern time, and it should make that 11 a.m. Pacific time, should be 1 p.m. Texas time, if I remember correctly. Is that right? Arizona time should be noon. I think I got that right. No, Arizona time I think is the same as Pacific time now. I may have that wrong. Have I made it into the chat? Yes, you have, Karen Blankenship Pitsley. Yes, sorry if I mispronounced. Yes, you have made it in there. Marie Price Miller says, Christian, not that I know of right now. Not that I know of right now. Okay, I don't know what that was referring to. I have forgotten. 3 miles from there, Sonia is the closest to the nest. Had really wicked winds. So, Sonia, you are the closest to southwest. So, who is the closest to the northeast nest at the moment? So, southwest seems to be. It's 3 p.m. Yes, it is. Yes, Jackie, it's 3 p.m. where you are. That is great. Yeah, so that is. Oh yes, you are so far east. My goodness, you are so you. You are so far. That is, you are east, of course, of the east zone there. That is incredible. Yeah, so you are only 2 hours behind me. So you are so far the closest to my time. Absolutely. Isn't that incredible? Speaking of weather, says Tiger Lily, I saw on the news the windstorm in Vancouver. Yes, the pier collapsed. Hi, Amanda. I bet you, Amanda, it's warmer here in Brazil than you have it in Texas. I beat you for once. I beat you. Haha. It's warmer. I've got nearly 100 here, and I did not put the fan on so that I can speak properly. I just poured water on my head. So I think we beat Texas even for once, which is quite amazing. Yes, so it's true. The White Rock Pier, and I broadcast once from the pier, actually broke in half. I heard that they had tremendous winds there, tremendous winds. So that's absolutely true. That has not ever happened that I remember of. Hi, Kathy says, Merry Christmas to you, Christiana family. Thank you so much, and thank you, Merry Christmas to all of you. For those of you who don't know, I'm broadcasting from Campinas. Campinas is close to Sao Paulo here in Brazil, and I'm right next to the router and actually managing with a very simple computer to broadcast simultaneously on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'm reading all your comments, which is amazing. So I've become very much a minimalist, and it's actually possible. You can do everything if you want to. Hey, MSO, nice to see you again. I have to leave now, but I want to wish you MSO, it's so nice to see you. Thank you for all the contributions that you've made. Very nice to see you. Happy holidays to you all. Grace Meon Roberts, Northeast Florida nest is fine. I came from that site. Well, that's good to know. I mean, they've been through incredible turbulence. We know that. It's been such turbulence there. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I made it to both nests this year. Yeah, and okay, let's just, for those of you who've just joined, let me give you a quick update. So this morning, first of all, the Southwest nest, very reliable. We had a PIP just on time. It was at 7 a.m. and we're expecting another PIP in just over 2 days there. So very close to the 24th, we should have a second PIP. It usually takes about 24 hours from the PIP to the hatch. On the Northeast Florida nest, for the first time, we are out of the clock already, because the 37 days that we've seen for the last 10 years almost for the first egg have passed. We're on day 38 now, and the second egg usually comes after 36 days to put the space between them closer. There's still some hope for that on the 24th, but the hope is of course much less. So that's the quick update. I've woke up very early this morning. I was watching especially the Northeast Florida nest. I saw that the one adult, I think you call her A2, was incredibly vocal there, very vocal. They were all wondering in Brazil where these sounds came from, because they're not used to bald eagles. I had it on full and was listening to A2 sitting on a branch being very vocal, whilst Romeo was on the eggs. But unfortunately, it's looking increasingly unlikely that something's going to happen. I was also mentioning that statistically it's still possible. 39 days are not unheard of. 40, 41, even 42 days are not unheard of. It's all on Judy B's statistics. I've mentioned that in one of my last broadcasts. It can go as long as that, but it becomes increasingly unlikely if you know the pair very well. Okay? So that, have a wonderful Christmas, Osprey Mama, says Tiger Lily. Well, that's nice that you're talking to each other. Hi, Christian, says Amanda, glad you both made it. Yes, we did. I had a not pleasant flight with American Airlines because they kicked us. They didn't give us the seats that I needed for my tall legs, so we sat rather cramped. I made a lot of noise, and they put me then into an exit seat, a bit cramped, but at least I was sitting in the middle with some leg space. But not very nice of American Airlines. Shame on them. If you book your seats and you pay for them, you should get them. It's never happened to me before. And they were very arrogant, by the way. I'm going to send to anybody listening from American Airlines, I was very unhappy with the way we were treated. They didn't even apologize. So obviously they must be doing so well that they can afford to be like that with customers. I think the least they could have done is send an apology. It's so easy to say, I'm sorry and everything is fine, but that seems to be very difficult for some airlines to do. So, sorry, I just got rid of my steam here. I had to get rid of that. Okay. You say a lot. Betty Wallace, I see Shannon Mead, Sarah Catherine. Nice to see all of you there on Facebook, and nice to see so many watching now on YouTube. Very nice. A good rest. Oh my goodness, we slept a lot here in Brazil because with it being so warm, you rest very well. It's very nice. Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to all of you, and thank you for all your good wishes. Thank you so much. And you know what? It's so nice to see the development at Southwest Nest. There's a lot going on. The closest I've heard, there was someone who was 3 miles away from the nest. I just have to scroll back and see who that was. Yes, Sonia. Sonia Amand lived 3 miles away from the nest and said there were wicked winds today. So obviously Florida is going through a lot of storms at the moment. Right. Right. Good. So if there's anything else you would like to ask me. So at the moment I heard that the cameras are completely down on Northeast Florida due to the weather. So I can't show you anything, but this morning all 3 cameras were working. I was watching and there was a lot going on at the nest. Heather Lewis. It was another nest in Southwest Florida, Eagle Country nest that fell. Oh, was there? That's sad. Gosh. Well, with those winds, you know, that we've had, no surprise. Thanks for those comments. Okay, let me just jump back to the winds were yesterday. Oh, I see, Sonia, they were yesterday. Got it. So it's calmer today. Tiger Lily 999, Christian, make a lot of noise about American Airlines and they'll give you free flights. We will actually. We will. We will. The least they can do is, you know, if you have to sit 12 hours very cramped, it's not very funny. And you know what, right at the back where the toilet, you can't recline your seat either. So we got the full hit there. Oh man, says Amanda, sorry to hear that. I fly American because the hub is, of course, it's in Dallas, Fort Worth, and they definitely not known for customer service, unfortunately. Yeah, and Amanda, it's so easy to be friendly. All you have to say is, I'm really sorry. You know, we messed up, and unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. That calms the whole situation. Instead, they just say, well, go on, sit down and be quiet. I didn't quite say it like that, but that's what they do. And it's so easy, isn't it? To just be a little bit, just say something, then you take the steam out of situations. It's really simple, but that seems to be very difficult. Happy Pip Day, isn't it? Isn't it? It's so wonderful to sit here and see all your comments coming in. Thank you so much for being so generous with your comments. And please give us likes on both Facebook or share it on Facebook and on YouTube. Please give a thumbs up. The thumbs up means a lot. It does. It does mean a lot. So let me just see if I can quickly show you something on Facebook. Sorry, not on Facebook. What am I saying? On the Southwest Florida nest. 1 second. I'm just going to jump because I saw there was something from. Let me jump back. There was something that I saw that was from Lady Hawk. 1 second. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? It's funny. I saw some news there. Somewhere there were her news here. Wait a second. Where was that? Oh my goodness. Home. Okay, hang on. I'll get this right. I'll get it right. I saw an update. So this is that is the Pritchard nest, and somewhere I'm just going to jump to videos. Just hang on a bit with me. Yes, here it is. I got it. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is the pip quickly that was posted. Thank you to Lady Hawk. I'm just going to jump this. Well, full screen is unavailable. Okay, hang on. How do I find the link? 1 second. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to show you the pip this morning. Let me jump a bit further. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I've got it now. So this was this morning, first pip scene. So just hang on and you will see it. So this is footage. Thank you to Lady Hawk, and thank you for Pritchett to give permission. There you go. There's a tiny pip. Can you see it on the top? It's about at 11 o'clock. It's at 11 o'clock. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you see my arrow at the moment pointing there. I'm not sure if you can. The eagles, I'm quite sure, are aware of that. So that is very, you have a very good eye for seeing the pip. There it is, very clear now. There it is. There's the pip. Very nice. So that happened at 7 a.m. this morning. Thanks to Lady Hawk. I'm just going to jump a bit forward to see where. There we go. There we go. Let's just have a look quickly. I think there is the pip. I'm not sure if it's at the bottom there, if you can see it there. They must have just, Harriet probably just turned the egg. And they're sitting down again. I'm just going to spool back a little bit and see where it was. Thank you for watching. That was from Lady Hawk. Thank you, Lady Hawk, for allowing me always to use your footage in my live streams. I'm just going to jump quickly ahead again so you can have a look. There you are. There you are. That's very clear. Just going to let you have a look at that. So that was from this morning. Very difficult, by the way, to focus the camera so quickly. So it's very clear. I think the pip is right down here if I see it correctly, but I'm not sure there. I'm just going to jump back and look at your comments. See what your comments are. 1 second. Hi, Kareem. Eskenazi, sorry. Hi, I'm so excited. Thank you, Dr. Zassi. You're very welcome. You're most welcome. So there you are. So, Nicole's just saying Northeast camera is back online. Okay, that's great. That is great. So it's back online. So I'm going to jump there now on the Northeast Florida camera and have a quick look. And thanks to Lady Hawk for providing all the footage. So let's do it. I'm just going to jump now to my page here. So that was a feedback, and I'm going to go to the Northeast Florida camera and see if they are back on. Yes, there we go. There we go. Beautiful day, isn't it? That's the camera live. You can see it. Local time 14:17. That's completely correct. 14:18 at the moment. So that's a live view of the Northeast Florida nest. So it looks very calm. Let's see if we have other views. No, they're offline. So at the moment, the other two cameras are still offline. So that's the only camera that is online right now. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that with my limited bandwidth here. It'll come back in a moment. It'll come back. 1 second. I shouldn't have done that. There we go. Okay, it'll be back in a second. There we go. There we go. Very nice. I'll just switch the sound off, but you can hear it. You can definitely hear the sound. Wow, look at the thick. You can see why it would be so difficult. Take a look. It would be so difficult to find Juliet there. You can see what it looks like. It is so thick there with green. I mean, how would you possibly find Juliet there, right? That's incredible. Thank you, Wobbies. Thank you, Wobbies, for your wonderful donations of $20. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for putting in some donations. I so appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Thank you. Very nice. Okay, I'm hanging a little bit with the stream here, and that's because of my bandwidth, nothing else. So if it's not working, that's probably my bandwidth, because the bandwidth is very high on the Northeast Florida nest, and it is rotating a bit. I think my stream is working, but I'm not. Oh, there we go. It is coming through though. You just have to be a little bit patient with me, and it's fine. It's fine. It'll come back. Yeah, I can still all read your comments. Thank you very much. I'm just making sure I'm reading everything here. Tim Phillips, hi Tim, nice to have you. And thanks Nicole for jumping in on Facebook now. Elizabeth Marlett says, the nest is in someone's backyard. You can see houses, lights, and people, especially at night. Yes, you can. Absolutely. Water your head again, should I? You can see how warm I am. You can see how warm I am. One second, I must just see if I am. I'm not sure where I am at the moment. Let me just see. Oh no, this looks correct to me. This looks correct. I'm still at the Northeast Florida nest. Still, yes. I'm just making sure that I'm giving you the correct footage. It looks like I'm fine. Sorry if sometimes I don't know where I am, and that is because I sometimes don't see my own stream completely live. Didn't Juliet lay her eggs before Hamlet? Yes, that's absolutely correct. Harriet, sorry. Before Harriet, yes, not Hamlet. Sorry, Harriet, yes. Yes, Tiger Leading 999, yes, Juliet did lay her eggs before Harriet, absolutely. But we're now on day 38 already. And that's not good. Thanks for all the hearts. It's really wonderful on Facebook. Thank you for putting in all the hearts. Hi, Amy Christine. Hi, Sheila Walker. Hi, Grace Roberts. Bob Martin, sad time. Seems no mention of pooping period for second egg. When you talk about the second egg, it would be 36 days. So that puts us right on, if I calculate this correctly, either the 23rd or the 24th. Okay, so the second egg is not completely out yet. By the way, the first egg is neither, because it's day 38, but it makes it unlikely. Is Northeast at a church? I didn't know that. Well, that is, I believe that for Northeast Florida people to comment, but I know the Southwest is next to a church because it's next to a road. I've been there. So that is fine. Thank you for all your donations. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And please give a thumbs up. Please give us thumbs up. And the broadcasts are wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm trying my best to keep you updated with whatever I know. But I cannot separately read pages here because I've got just one laptop. I'm running on 2 channels on one laptop, and I'm right next to a router here in Brazil, and I'm amazed it's actually working. It is. I'm so grateful everything is working. It's absolutely incredible. I never thought I would be able to do this, and it seems like the audio is even working and everything is working. So I'm really grateful. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you very much. One second, I just have to. Thank you so much. It may. Okay, I can't pronounce it. STNYPNT for 15 Canadian dollars. That is very kind of you. All your donations are so appreciated. I'm going to eat lots of ice cream from it, and I will do some nice live streams. I'm also going to. I brought my drone with me, believe it or not, and I'm going to try and fly my drone across the houses here. And I can't give you live footage from there, but I'm going to try and take some live footage so that you can see what it is like here in Brazil. Very kind people. They live very humble, and they're incredibly generous. They are. Amanda, so glad you can. We are very grateful as well. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. How warm is it in Texas? I may have missed that in Dallas right now. I may have missed it, right? By the way, Amanda, on the way back, I'm flying through Dallas. I won't be able to see you because I'm out at the airport, but I'm just trying to say that's going to be as close as I get to you on the way back. That's on the 4th of January, flying right through Dallas, Fort Worth, which, by the way, is a very nice airport. Very nice airport. Isn't that funny? Oh, my goodness. We appreciate you being here. Thank you, Grace Millon Roberts. You're also wonderful. You really are. You've been so generous. And thanks for all the donations. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for giving likes. All that is greatly appreciated. Thanks for all my helpers. And thanks for everyone for being with us. And you know what? I will try and broadcast more from here. I'm so amazed it's actually possible to do that. Maggie mentioned you in a comment. Let me just see. Maggie, Christian, this is from Northeast Florida box. Okay, here, the Connor AF admin says, hello, we seem to have bad luck these days. A power outage from early has caused our internet to have issues. The connection keeps in and out every 30 seconds. Okay, so it's not me. It's not me. Okay, that's good to know. So what you're seeing there is, thank you, that is very nice, Maggie Smith-Haynes, to give me that comment, because I thought it was my bandwidth, but it's not. So what we're seeing there, I'm just going to jump back then to the Southwest nest. Thanks for giving me that update. So that seems to be the problem. It's a local problem. It's not me. Okay, so that was from the from Pip Pip Hooray from Lady Hawk this morning, early this morning around 7 a.m. So I'm going to jump back to the live broadcast now. Let me go to the live feed. Just give me a second. So you can all enjoy the live feed here. Yes, this is going very well. That's going very well. Yeah, all the live cameras, it seems to be, oh, it's quite wet there, isn't it? And it looks quite wet in Southwest at the moment. Or is it just thick clouds there? But let me just turn up the volume, see what we hear actually. Well, I don't hear anything at the moment, but I hear nothing there at the moment, but okay, never mind. But you probably, those of you who are watching live there, probably hear it better. Thanks for all the comments. I'm just going to read some of the comments. M being so stingy, eggs. Hang on, let me just see. Let me just see. I got so we now sound, yeah. So sound is currently out at Southwest. So okay, you know your updates are great. Again, thank you, Maggie, for giving that. So that's why I don't hear anything on the Southwest. So their sound is out at the moment. That helps me. So it's not me. That's not me. It's definitely not me. So the sound is not there at the moment on Southwest. Okay, I see. Okay, let's see if it's out in general. Let me just jump back to the other. Oh no, you're absolutely right, Maggie. You're absolutely right. The sound is completely out, which is funny, isn't it? Usually it's there. I'll turn up the volume so we'll hear it. In Southwest, there are 1,995 people online. 1,995 people online. That is crazy. I don't know what the stats is at the moment for Northeast because they have had power outages. You hear traffic mostly, Sheila, isn't that so? We hear many traffic. Now let me jump back to my friends here quickly. You've been so kind. So Wobbies, Tiger Lily, Pilot Mum, Kathy Harter, Jackie Laughlin, Osprey Mama, MJ, and I can't pronounce the last name, STNYPNT, also for 15 Canadian dollars. Thank you for all the, for all the donations. I really appreciate that. You've been incredibly kind, really kind, very kind, really wonderful. Okay, so let me see if I can jump back to the normal chat now so I can see your comments. Wait a second. Ooh, it's not easy. It's not easy because I lost the comments of you. Wait a second. Here you go. I found them again. I found your comments. Okay. Wobbies. I hope Eagle Country can build a new nest in time. Yes, we were just talking about that. Michelle Merlot said they cannot fix the camera volume since the eagles are here. Oh, I see. So that seems to be like a permanent problem. I see. Okay. So they have obviously a problem with the audio. Thanks for the update. Very good. Southwest Florida had bad storm that took out the audio. Here we go. So we have all the explanations there now. Everything's clear. So that's a permanent problem we're going to have throughout the season. So there's no more audio at Southwest. Got it. Thank you for that. Thought Harriet is missing. No. I don't think that Harriet is missing unless I'm missing something. But I don't think, I think that is not correct, Bonnie, that Harriet is missing. I do not believe that. But correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. Debbie McKay, thank you very much for $20. Thank you very much. 21 actually. Thank you so much, Debbie. That is really kind. I so appreciate that. Gosh, you are all very generous. You've been incredibly generous. I'm here in Brazil, by the way, live. It's about 100 in this room, and it's very humid. And I love the humidity compared at the moment. I know that in a few days I might say something different, but it's so nice having this very hot climate when compared to rainy Vancouver. Harriet on nest. Okay, so that was Harriet is on nest. It's not missing. Okay, you are great. You are such great help, everyone. I so appreciate that. Sea eagles, they are working hard in Wobbies. I see. Okay, got it. I'm going to the Houston area for Christmas. It's going to be 70 Fahrenheit Christmas Day. Yeah, humid is, yeah, Houston can be quite humid, can't it, Amanda? That's what I know of Houston. Very different to Dallas. Isn't that incredible what different climates you have in Texas? It's so incredible. I don't have this very strong Texan accent. Maybe one day when I meet you, Amanda, I expect a very heavy Texas accent. Am I right? I just remember I was once in, when I was in Dallas, I think it was in Dallas, I went in the shops and I said, and I was in a shop and I said, yes, I'm here in Texas. And the woman in the shop corrected, it's not Texas, it's Texas. I can't even say it. It's Texas. It's not Texas. You don't say Texas, it's Texas. Okay, whatever. So I obviously can't say Texas correct. That's as much as I know. Okay, 1 second. Let me just see what I'm doing here. Okay, yes, let me just expand this again. Now I've got the site correct again. Now I've got everything correct. Thank you for all the generous donations. That's really wonderful. Gosh, my hands are completely wet from the heat here. I have difficulties moving the mouse up and down. 3,481 are watching Harriet now. You gotta be kidding me. 3,481 says Robin Abels. Isn't that incredible? Wow. We Texans have a twang. Yes, you do. Another one from Texas. You have to be my Texas moderator one day. I cannot pronounce it properly. Obviously, I'm not good at this. I am trying to read all your comments here if I can move my mouse. All the best steaks and barbecue. They do, don't they? They do. Lisa Mullen says, we love our eagles here in Florida. Oh my goodness, I have seen your eagles in Florida. They're wonderful. They're absolutely wonderful, aren't they? The world famous Harriet, yeah, with 3,800, what was it, 41 views? That's incredible. My goodness, that's more. I think that must be probably one on YouTube, an absolute record. I don't think there's any single animal that is getting, and I mean human being included, that is getting a higher watch rate at the moment than Harriet. Isn't that incredible? What a female, hey? A great female. That's quite something. That is quite something. Hi, that's Der Ananas King. Der Ananas King, thank you very much. If you're in South America, could you try to see a harpy eagle, incredibly majestic as I know? Look, Der Ananas King, I completely agree. First of all, thank you so much for 10 euros for your donation. That is very kind. And you know, the harpy eagle is also on my list. The next eagle I'm going to see is the stellar sea eagle, northern Japan. I'm looking so much forward. The harpy eagle is also on my to-do list. Absolutely. And I will absolutely do that. Thank you so much, Der Ananas King, which is a very nice name to have. Robbie says, Christian, you need to work on your phrase. I won't even try and pronounce what you're saying there. Yes, says Amanda. Have a big Texas drawl, no denying I'm from here. I can't wait to hear that one day. Wonderful. Oh, that's so funny, isn't it? That's wonderful. Well, you know, there's one accent I absolutely cannot understand. And that's when I come to Georgia or Louisiana. I cannot for my life understand when they talk to me. Texas I can still understand. But Louisiana and Georgia, oh my goodness. I haven't got a clue when they talk. The New York accent is very easy to understand. So is California, by the way. Very easy for me to understand. Washington, Oregon, all those western states, Wisconsin in the middle, easy to understand. Then you come to Mississippi, Louisiana, impossible. Georgia, impossible. Florida is more tame again. You're from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, PA. Oh, that's good. And I think that I could understand also. Who else is here, says Amanda from Texas, must be from Facebook or Periscope. Great steaks, barbecue, and Tex-Mex. Yes, you do. You know, I had the most incredible steaks in a Texas restaurant in Dallas once. I was invited. My goodness, Amanda, you are right. That's absolutely right. Florida here, says Elizabeth Lisa Maryland. That is very nice. Amy Christine, I have family in Georgia. Can you understand them? These southern or south, these more the southeast, I cannot understand for my life. Connecticut, yes, Connecticut is easy to understand again, Kim. Alberta, yes, Alberta. Alberta is also fairly heavy. Alberta is like our Texas, right? Sherry Matthews, that's nice. Sherry and I met recently in Vancouver. Very nice to have you here. Have a great safe travel. Thank you, Sherry. Cherie, you've been with David Hancock also on one of his wonderful eagle trips. I'm saying my heart goes out to all of you. Anybody coming to Vancouver is always invited to my home. Cherie has seen my lovely studio and so on. So you're always welcome. You're always welcome to join anytime you want. Okay, and I'll take you out for lunch too. That is on me if you come and visit me. Okay, you're very welcome to do that. Really, I would be delighted. My daughter lives in Alberta, says Karen. Oh, you got sorry, a double barrel name. I just missed it. It disappeared. I'm sorry, Karen. Yes, says Cherie, a dream come true. So anyway, so my invitation goes out to any of you. I cried for 2 weeks when E9 left. Oh my goodness, Peggy. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That is tough. Okay, I think I'm actually seeing all the comments. It's great. Very magical studio. Thank you, Cherie. I love to show my studio. It's my pride. And what I'm more amazed is, oh, here you can see the nest. Here you can see the eggs live now. So that is Harriet just moving away. Oh, that must be the famous fish they're talking about. That's just coming out of the fridge here. And here is a comment coming in from Maggie. Let me just see Maggie's comment. 1 second. Wait, Maggie, let me just see your comment.
Oh, here you can see the mess.
Oh no, now it's I'm not talking to myself. That's no good.
So that,
sorry, that's not good. When I pressed on your sorry, I must just get rid of that again. What happened there? Sorry, I was hearing myself. That's not the intention. I couldn't see Maggie's comment, unfortunately, Maggie, because no, that's not good. Give me 1 second. I'm on a stupid gaming site now, which absolutely irritates me. I don't know how I got there, but you have these silly gamers and you have 1,400 people watching. My only comfort is that Harriet has more live watchers than those gaming people. That is very nice. Okay, so let me go back again and try and find your comments here. Gloria Garcia. Hello, sir. Hello, Gloria. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. That's wonderful. Hi, Chuck. Yes, there's Karen. Yes, click the X, Dr. Zas. Yes, I can, and I did. You have to understand, I have 2 pages out here on one, so that I can see YouTube and everything at the same time. And I'm just, yeah, that's a great egg view, isn't it, Amanda? It is. Christian, thank you for all your work, says Tiger Lily 999. It's an absolute pleasure. All you teach us, it's an absolute delight. It's an absolute delight that I can do this, and I'm really honored that I can be with you right now. What's our local time? It's 5:45. So I'm going to get some. I'm out of energy. I'm a little bit out of energy at the moment. So I'm going to take a break now, and I will probably be back, my friends. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Oh, that's outside. Press on the X. I'm sorry. That's what you were saying. I'm sorry. Now I get it. You know what my problem is? I'm sorry. I got it. So nice view of the X. My apologies. So why you didn't see that was because I had missed it. I'm just going to go to the latest live view. There you go. Okay, so he's back on the X. Sorry, she's back on the X. Let me just spool back a little bit so you get the live view of the X again. Just hang on. Here you go. I'm just spooling back a little bit because there you can see the pip very clear. Okay, so I spooled 26 minutes back. That's what, now I understand what you meant. Click on the X. I'm sorry, I missed that one. Thank you for drawing the attention to me. Yes, I got it now. So that was the live view. That was 26 minutes ago, and now I'm going back to the live view. And Harriet's sitting back and looking up to the camera and is all happy that the whole world is watching. And Harriet is more popular than the gamers are. That gives me incredible satisfaction. You can't believe it. That people are more interested in nature than in gaming. I am absolutely delighted. I'm absolutely delighted. Isn't that wonderful? You're really enjoying this, Linda. Isn't that wonderful? Wonderful. And yeah, I got it now. I got my mistake I pressed on the X. So I should, yeah, the live view is working again. Everything's working. Got it. Okay, let me just get everything back here. There we go. I got it. Thank you for all your help. Sometimes if I don't get it immediately, it is because I'm jumping between so many windows backwards and forwards. Okay, so forgive me if I sometimes don't understand exactly what you're saying, but I completely get it. Okay, it's quite remarkable that this actually worked. So my friends, what I'm going to do, oh yeah, you can see a close-up here of the fish. Wow, what are we looking at here? Wait a second. Who is this? That must be M15 who just came in, right? That must be M15 that just came in. What are we looking at here? The Ananas King. She's a beautiful eagle. How could you not want to see her? Oh, that is great. Thanks, Nicole, for putting in all those comments on Facebook. I appreciate that. That's M15. Of course it is M15. Just blurring the camera there. And now you can see the live eggs again. That is incredible. Let me get to the latest one. So here are the live eggs. So let's just watch this before I sign off. So I guess Harriet has just left at M15, maybe taking over now. Is that correct? Is that M15 coming now? Is that still Harriet? I'm going to wait for your comments. Have they just swapped places, or is this Harriet coming back? Marty Lord, yummy protein for a mum. A way to go M15, yes, way to go M15. She is what looks like a rabbit. Yes, you're right. It looks like a rabbit, doesn't it? Something furry for sure. M15 stocking up the party for his baby. It is absolutely true. M15. So M15 has just taken over. That is my understanding. Okay, so M15, thank you for bringing those comments in. So that was M15 who just took over. That is great. That is great. So finally, before I go, I just wanted to say, let's see if I can just magnify myself a little bit here. Just give me a second. Yeah, that should work. That should work. Now you can see I'm really hot, okay? So we got about 100 in here. That's, yeah, 38 to 40 degrees Celsius, which for Florida people is absolutely nothing. For Texas people, it's nothing. For Louisiana people, it's nothing. For me, it's warm, okay? For California desert people, it's nothing. For so many people, you say, well, that's nothing, okay? I think it's fairly warm here. But I'm enjoying it, really, I'm enjoying it. It's very nice in Brazil. And I just wanted to thank you all for being on the channel. I will come back again tomorrow. How's that? Okay. I'll try and keep live updates probably around this time, maybe later. The good thing is my local time is 5:45 now, which is 3 hours ahead of Florida, 4 hours ahead of Dallas, if I calculate correctly, and 6 hours ahead of the West Coast. Okay. So I'm very well looked after. It's wonderful to be here. I'm going to go next to the fan again because I need a little bit of fresh air. I switched off the fan, otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me, okay? So thanks for being with me. So tomorrow I'll be back probably the same time or later. I know many of you are going back to work. Tomorrow is the 23rd, so we are on the 38th day of the Northeast Florida nest. Juliet has disappeared since 5 days. That's the latest update that I want. That's for those of you who just joined. Nothing new. You could see how thick the green is there. The trees are. It's almost impossible to find Juliet. And sorry to say, but it doesn't look good. It also doesn't look good from the statistics of the eggs. There may be still some hope for the egg number 2, which is on the 24th, the same as for the Southwest egg. So we should very soon be able to see a hatch. Since 7 a.m. this morning, there's been a pip, so probably by tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., we will see a hatch, or maybe a bit later. It can go all the way up to 40 hours. That's not unusual too. So let's see what happens at the Southwest nest. And there you can see, just to zoom in, I think that's M15 at the moment. Okay. So anyway, I wanted to say thank you very much for being with me. To everyone, all my wonderful friends. For Nicole also, especially for jumping in so quickly. Just the last message from Nicole was M15 is taking over now, incubating. Thanks for that. If you've got any news, send it to Nicole, please. info@zassemedia.com or send it to zassefoto@gmail.com. I appreciate any updates. I'm doing my best to keep you updated. In many cases, I definitely don't know as much as you do, and that's why I'm reading out all your comments. Together, we make a great team. Wonderful. I'm so grateful that you're all here. Really, I am. So I'm going to sign off now from my live stream. So I'm just going to jump back. So thanks so much first to Facebook. Thanks for being with me. And then to YouTube. Thanks for being with me. Take care, my friends. And I'll probably see you tomorrow again later. Okay, I'm probably going to be there during the night time here, which makes it probably around 6 p.m. Florida time, or 3 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Texas time. Texas. Okay, bye.